There's a fire burning inside every founder, investor, leader watching this right now. A fire that's been doused time and time again, not by lack of talent or effort, but by brutal, unforgiving failure. You know the feeling. That crushing blow when your venture falls apart, not years later, but within months. The countless nights you wondered, why? How did it all unravel so fast? The frustration, rage, the endless questions bouncing in your head like broken records. Was it me? The idea? The timing? The damn market? The truth is razor sharp and brutal. Most new ventures crash and burn because they surrender to illusions. False promises whispered by the system, by the noise around us, by our own desperate hopes. They build castles on sand while the tides of reality crash down mercilessly. Right now, listen closely, because this is the raw, unfiltered truth you won't hear at fancy conferences or in glossy podcasts. Most founders fail because they remain trapped inside a bubble woven from lies. Lies that say, if you launch it, they will come. Lies that insist, passion alone is enough. Lies that smooth over the violent truth that ideas without ruthless, unrelenting execution are dead before they breathe. This isn't about playing it safe or hustling harder. It's about breaking the damn system that forces you into outdated patterns and false hopes. The system sells you comfort and conformity, but masks itself as freedom. That's the poison that kills new ventures before they can rise. So let's rip that veil off right here, right now. The harshest, most unforgiving reason ventures fail is because founders run from the real problem. Not the market, not the product, but themselves and their network. Isolation is a silent killer. When the rare few try to build alone or with surface-level connections they don't trust to push them harder, they lose sight of the brutal feedback loop critical to survival. You must forge connections so raw, so real that complacency, excuses, and illusions have no place. Don't just network, build a relentless ecosystem around you where failure is dissected publicly, relentlessly, and improvements are demanded relentlessly. Scratch the surface with every conversation until you bleed clarity. The founders who fail hide their weaknesses. The founders who succeed feast on them like fuel. Now listen and take these steps as commands, not suggestions. First, throw out your product roadmap if it's seated in guessing or wishes. Instead, obsessively chase real problem solution fit with ruthless speed. Talk to real users. No polite calls. Harsh, brutal interviews, where you dissect pain points so deeply that your product solves an itch no one else dares touch. If your solution doesn't cure their waking nightmares, stop and pivot, fast. If you think you've got it, prove it over and over with cold, unfiltered data. No anecdotes, no sales pitches, raw evidence. Second, kill the ego like a bad habit. The world will test your ideas, your vision, your worth every single day. If you can't look at failure as an invitation to grow, if criticism slices you deep instead of sharpening your edge, then pack it up now. Successful founders don't shield themselves behind false optimism or politeness. They are brutal, honest mirrors for their teams and themselves. Get ready to pull the thickest weeds in your strategy, because no growth comes from comfort zones. Third, and this one burns, build and protect your autonomous network like it's your lifeline, because it is. Not just casual LinkedIn connections, but a fierce group of people who challenge you, invest in you, hold you accountable when you want to quit, and unlock resources you never dreamed existed. These are the few, the rare allies who will transcend borders, industries, and old structures with you. If you try to go it alone, you're signing a death sentence for your venture. Fourth, stop chasing funding as a validation of worth. Funding is a tool, not a trophy. Most founders fail because they blindly pour capital into ideas without mastering flow, how money connects to real value, customer loyalty, and repeatable growth. Learn to live on lean bones, prove your unit economics before the big plays. Fearless, scrappy survival is the heartbeat of success. Show markets you can move the needle without millions. When that foundation is clear, investors will chase you, not the other way around. Fifth, embrace absolute freedom, not the illusion of freedom framing itself as comfort and ease, but freedom from all inherited constraints. Drop the ideas of legacy, status quo, market normal. Challenge every normal assumption and obsess over the why behind it. You are not the product of your geography, your school, or your background. You are the direction you choose right now. You must transcend old maps, old borders, old identities that keep your venture tethered to safe mediocrity. The world rewards those who dare to be different on purpose. Lastly, understand failure is not the dirty secret, it's your master. Every crashing venture holds in its ruins the coded patterns of rebirth. There's no shame in failing fast, as long as you extract exact lessons, iterate with fierce speed, and connect those dots, not just for yourself, but the collective you're building with. The few founders who do this create ripples so big they topple old systems, not just markets. So, if you want to rise above the ghosts of failed ventures haunting your dreams, if you want to build something that doesn't just survive a year but transforms industries, you have to seize this brutal, beautiful truth. Your venture's survival depends on your brutal honesty, your ruthless network, your refusal of the myths, and your relentless pursuit of problem-solution fit. Build your tribe of firebrands who challenge your every move. Master the market's brutal language in numbers and data, and kill ego daily. Stay lean, stay free, and never stop rewriting your story on your own damn terms. This is not a game for the comfortable. It's a relentless war for those who refuse to vanish into the noise. Failure steals from the isolated, the misaligned, and the complacent. But it fuels the brave, the connected, and the unshakably stubborn. Decide now. Are you going to be prey or predator? The world's illusions keep many trapped in failure. But you, right now, you can transcend. Own the struggle. Own the network. Own your fate. That's how empires begin. Not with safe steps, but with furious, unstoppable leaps straight into the unknown. Armed with the weapon no system can take away, your fire to become more.